My name is Rebecca Steenstrup. I'm a French student. I'm in 232 here at UIC. Mostly what I find challenging in the English writing to organizing what I want to say, and the vocabulary. There was a lot of curveballs at you because it is very limited if it's not your first language. About it ahead of time, because it just gives you more time to process and think of okay, what are we learning in class, and if the teacher's talking about it, take notes obviously, and collect your thoughts. I like to outline, but it doesn't have to be a real form or outline, just a category and then notes about it, and then there's your paragraphs and you're good to go. Pre-planning, it doesn't take as long to write the paper. It's just getting your ideas together, and then the words come. It's a little harder, and I use a dictionary a lot of the time, and sometimes online things, but they get you into more trouble than help. A couple days before it's actually due, just I'll type it in the document, and then in English too, and if I need to do research, I'll look it up in English, because if you understand it, it's not that hard. The foreign language ones are kind of shorter, because I can't produce 10 pages of French yet.
Right.
And in English it's a lot easier, and I can use more complex sentences. You have to understand that it's your second language, and it's going to be very basic and simple for a while. Usually what our paper's about we go over in class. So just if you go to class, it's usually pretty straightforward, and talk about it. And again, if you don't understand, do some research in English or maybe in French if you're there. Go back and read it out loud. I read it out loud to myself a lot, just to make sure it makes sense both ways, because when you're writing it, you get really in your head and oh, well, I know what I'm trying to say, but then if you read it out loud, it's oh wait, that's wrong. A paper, a 2 or 3 page paper in French, maybe 5 hours, not all at once though, or if that's what you do, just go to the library and sit and do it. But I like to take my time, do a couple things about research for it, and then move on to an outline and sources, I guess, and then just to write it out. I'll use I don't know, a couple online translators if it's a grammatical thing, or Google how do you do this in French, and usually they'll help you, but don't always trust the internet, because I've had issues with that before. The textbook is an awesome reference, because it has everything that the teacher wouldn't expect you to write about something that you haven't learned, because that doesn't make sense. So it's all there, you have all of it, you just have to use it. Don't get frustrated at yourself for not knowing what to say, or how to start, or you just have to start. And once you start, you have you could take any kind of avenue you want, oh, I could take it this way or that way, and write a really good paper, and like I said, look up things about it in English. There's no shame in that, it's your second language.